Hi, it's David DeHaas of Living Waters, and the question I was asked recently is, aren't coffee enemas just as good as doing a colon hydrotherapy session? And so I'm going to explain to you why coffee enemas are not even in the same category as doing a colon hydrotherapy session. So first of all, popularized by the Gerson therapy treatment, coffee enemas have become quite popular over the last several years. Coffee enemas are simply where you take a special coffee, made specially for doing a coffee enema. Don't go and try Starbucks coffee, it's not in the same category. And they'll actually brew up the coffee and they'll let it cool down. They'll use an enema bag to insert into the rectum and let that coffee go in there. Now what is happening and why they chose coffee so many years ago is that there's a hemorrhoidal vein down here. It's going to pick that up and take it up to the liver, and your liver is going to start kicking out bile. And why that's important is they're trying to do a liver cleanse. In your liver, you got 50,000 bile ducts. And those bile ducts are, think of those kind of like the little webbing of your furnace filter or maybe your oil filter. Okay, it's going to help filter out some of the toxins that maybe you've been breathing in or you've absorbed. And so by kicking that bile out, we're going to kick out some of the toxins, and that's a way to help detoxify the liver, which the liver cleans up the blood. So, colon hydrotherapy is in a completely different class. When you're doing an enema, you may have like a 2-quart bag or bucket, and so the water's going to get in, and you've got maybe a one-time shot at this. It'll get it a little ways, but it's not going to fill up the colon. It's not going to really go in there and dissolve. It's not going to really tone the muscle of the colon. And it's only a couple quarts, maybe. All right? When you're doing a colon hydrotherapy session, you're in the privacy of your own room. You're all covered up. It's very easy to do. There's a small rectal tube you insert, and now water, filtered water, is going to circulate into the colon. It's going to do two things that are very important. First of all, it's going to hydrate. That hydration is going to dissolve that old, crusty, rotting mass that's been in there for a long time. The second thing it's going to do is get this muscle that has went from 3 inches to a diameter to as big as 16, or maybe it's got shrunk down, maybe it's twisted. As you can see here on this chart, this is pretty typical of most of us because we've got stress. And we stuff our stress in the gut. You've heard that term of that gut feeling? Well, there's more neurons in your gut than your spinal column. And every one of those neurons fire a nerve. You see there's connections to every part of your intestinal tract that go to some other organ or part in your body. So it's really important to keep those neurons firing. But if you've got old mass in there that's blocking that neuron from firing, you've got an issue. So we're going to clean that out, and then we're also going to get that muscle to push back. So think of colon hydrotherapy kind of like going to the gym to do some calisthenics. Okay, let's say we're going to do some push-ups. Remember, when you do a push-up, you're going to push that muscle out, it's going to contract back in. So when colon hydrotherapy is happening, the water's going in, and this muscle intuitively was talked about in the book The Second Brain. That's how they discovered this, is that this muscle wants to push back. So every time we do a colon hydrotherapy session, the muscle pushes back a little more, and it's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger until you actually have really good peristalsis. And that is what's going to help you have regular bowel movements. This kind of a situation, you don't have regular bowel movements. So that's a problem long term. So colon hydrotherapy is an easy way to do it. Coffee enemas aren't going to create that action. It just can't happen. And you can do 5, 10, 15 coffee enemas a day. You're not going to get enough water in there to really affect and treat that colon properly. On our 10-day deep tissue cleanse retreat, we do not even do a liver cleanse till day 7. We don't do coffee enemas because our liver cleanse, we have found, is much more effective than a coffee enema. In fact, I would submit to you it's probably worth about 500 coffee enemas, one liver cleanse. So in terms of efficiency, it's less time spent. The other thing we know to be true is that we've got to get whether you do a coffee enema or do our liver cleanse, we know that we got to get the colon and the small intestine cleared out of all of the old fecal matter. When we dump the liver, we want to make sure everything just flows out of here quickly and easily, because you do not want the liver to go, oh my gosh, there's some toxins stuck in the small intestine or the colon, to reabsorb it, because that can make you very sick. So we want to make sure, whether you do coffee enemas or come to our 10-day deep tissue cleanse retreat, which I highly recommend, you want to make sure you get the colon clean. And the only way you're really going to get it clean is to do some colon hydrotherapy sessions. It's the only way to do it. So with the combination of herbs and extra fiber and doing colon hydrotherapy sessions, you can get this muscle back to performing like it was meant to be. And when you do that, you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to have more energy. Some of the symptoms that can disappear, things like brain fog, get better. Joint stiffness may get better. So those are just some of the things that may help you. We have a lot of case studies we've done over the years, and they're on our YouTube channel. So if you want to know more about this, hit the Learn More button down below. If you want to call and get a free consultation, maybe a tour, definitely call the office. Say if you like what we've been sharing with you, please give us a thumbs up, make a comment down below. Please do share with your friends and family and your associates. I'm David DeHaas from Living Waters, where miracles begin by healing from within.